Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm ready with yet another update on TR to PR pathway. But today I will be discussing a little more in detail about an upcoming program, which is a great news, especially for those who are struggling and who are looking for ways, especially while you are physically present out here in Canada. I'll be giving you a little more detail, although all the information updates would be available in next 120 days. That's a deadline Sean Fraser actually has got. And this is amazing. And I'll just quickly cover all the details. And in case if you are interested to hold back, I would be talking a little more in detail about the timelines. And yes, there would be a rejection case also. And this is a panic situation for some of you in case if you got the rejection, how you can rectify the situation. And there could be a technical glitch I would be giving in detail. But before that, let's dive into our main update because many of you are surprised, have got mixed feelings, especially for those who have already applied under TR to PR pathway. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would strongly recommend you do that because I will be covering more in detail about all the upcoming programs. And the second, what we have right now is TR to PR pathway. It is confirmed. Yes, we are going to get another TR to PR pathway. It is not going to be replica of what we had in May 2021. That was entirely different. The guidelines were different. That was Sean Fraser had actually mentioned. And if you go through CBC headlines, it says that it's on tight schedule right now, 120 days timelines by the Commons. Now this has been proposed, this has been approved by the House, and more specifications would be clarified by September, and I would be the first one to post through my channel. So yeah, you can always subscribe for more updates. Now this is how I'm just gonna quickly cover that. Immigration Minister says he's working on faster path to permanence for temporary residents. So this is applicable only for those candidates who are physically present out here in Canada. And in case if they are looking for from the perspective of student visa or from work visa, again these things have not been clarified yet. This is at the very initial stage. So basically Sean Fraser has said that his government is preparing to create a program that would help to speed up the process of turning newcomers in Canada under temporary permits into permanent residents. So we are now looking right now at the best path forward to create a permanent pathway for temporary residents. This is what exactly he's mentioned. Last year, he announced 90,000, like not he, the earlier immigration minister, 90,000 essential workers, frontline healthcare workers, international students. So they have shared all this journey. But truly speaking, right now they are doing a thorough research. Like Fraser said, that the new program won't be identical. This is what I was indicating. It is not going to be in replica or identical to the old one, what was mentioned last year. He said he's working under a tight schedule, 120 days timeline. So now if you see it's June, so more information related to checklist of the documents, points needed for this program in case if they are looking at, and what kind of prerequisites would be there would be clarified by September. So right now it's around maybe first or second week of September. That's what they are indicating. But again, things are not crystal clear. However, it is 100% sure that they are coming up with new TR to PR pathway very soon. That act now, adding to it, he said that that actually puts me on a clock to come up with a framework. You can imagine, like, it's actually at the initial stage to establish this new permanent residency pathway, not just for international students, but also for temporary foreign workers. So if you have work permit, that program might help you. At the same time, it is going to target international students. So yeah, fingers crossed. This is going to be amazing. I'm really happy. Now, we are in the depths of planning the policy. So, we have a policy that's not driven by a need to respond, the basic thing, but actually to have a permanent pathway that provides a clear path for those seeking permanent residency who can enter Canada. Moving on to another report, again, Canadian Immigration Minister, hoping to unveil a new program to allow temporary residents to more quickly get their permanent residence. We are looking right now at the best path forward to create a permanent pathway for permanent residents. So this is again at the initial stage. and they haven't announced much of the information. But yeah, this is more like, they would be targeting all those candidates who are physically present out here in Canada, especially under student visa or under work permit. So I'll get you more details very soon, maybe as in when they get hold of more information, like as in when they announce more updates. I would be here to update you through my channel. So yeah, let's dive into our first timeline. Little concerning, of course. This is the timeline of Sarah. She's applied under her friend stream, and she's got an ADR for payment receipt, and she submitted it right away, the moment she got it. After that, today she got a message from IRCC stating that her application is rejected because the payment receipt was not there. Now, this is very concerning, especially when you're all alone out here. And this candidate was residing in Quebec and she moved to Toronto to make sure that she fulfills the requirement of IRCC. In fact, she called up IRCC customer support, like I got in touch with her. She called up IRCC customer support where she was told that the information has been updated under her file. Her payment receipt has been updated, and now she just have to wait for the PR confirmation portal. However, it's actually the opposite of what she was expecting. When she opened the email, she was thinking that probably this is a PR confirmation portal, but here it is. Now, in this situation, this could happen with you, and there have been cases in the past where I've discussed where people have got the rejection under their portal through IRCC because their IELTS was not completed. So these kind of things. Now, 99% of the time, this could be a technical glitch because she was able to submit the document. But the immediate step, what one should do right now, submit the payment receipt with letter of explanation, that LOE, stating that it was submitted in the past. And in case if you have got the receipt what you have submitted earlier, if you have any of the proof, please share that proof like as a screenshot, or if it was delivered and it was acknowledged to you, just share the screenshot and attach it with your LOE and then submit it via web form. Now, this is not the end of the world. You definitely can contest that. Truly speaking, when I applied for my own PR, like way back in 2013, I got the rejection. And that was a paper based process. And I'm from the immigration industry, so I was surprised at why. And there was only one document they were asking for. So I contested, I've reapplied it, and it got through. So IRCC is not like 100% accurate. They will also make biggest blunders, guys. So just make sure that you strongly contest that, submit all your documents, raise your web form, and your application would be through. Okay. All right. Another timeline out here is for Ajay under IG stream, May 6th at 7:20 p.m. Winnipeg time. File was linked on February 3rd. Biometric request was there, and then he got a reply from IRCC about the receipt of all his documents. It's again a normal process. He was asked to do the medicals again, and it was done within a month time period because you have to get an appointment from the doctor. And finally, he got the ECO PR on June 14th. Now, let me take a pause. In case if you are contemplating who would be submitting the reports, once you go through the medicals, it's the responsibility of that registered doctor to submit the report directly to IRCC visa officer. You don't have to involve yourself into that. Yeah. So you don't have to engage in any of these proceedings. It will be done directly by the doctor to your IRCC visa officer. Okay. Another timeline out here is for stream B, June 27th. Application is linked on May 31st, and AOR was received today itself. So when you receive an AOR, again, expected time period is 2 weeks to 6 weeks time period, depending upon your application. IG stream May 7th again at 2:30 a.m. He called up IRCC to get his TFN number, and using that TFN number itself, he was able to link up his application. Then he got the ADR the very same time when he was able to link up the application. Now, 90% of the cases when you link up the application, you will get the ADR under your portal. However, it's not guaranteed, so there could be a possibility that visa officer may ask you for the ADR within a month time period after linking up the application. And that is again not the end of the road, because when you get first ADR, it doesn't mean that it's all through. IRCC visa officer may ask you 3 times the same ADR or maybe different one. So it depends upon the visa officer and your case. Here in this case, there was another ADR in May, like almost 1.5 months. There was ADR for IELTS, pay stubs, and IMM 5669 form. And within a month time period, he was able to get the portal confirmation. And after that, within a week, he got the ECOPR. Okay, this is stream B, July submission. Now, this candidate kept trying to link up the application. It wasn't getting through. And I remember like a lot of you have the same concern. Guys, patience is the key. That's what we have read during our childhood, but it is going to be practical out here. Today, he was able to link up the application. It is just a matter of time. This has been one of the best immigration programs in the history of Canadian immigration, and I can vouch on that because I have worked for immigration company, and I remember that people used to take so many years. So this is the fastest one, and I love TR to PR pathway, and undoubtedly I'm so excited for the upcoming second phase, or should say second term for the TR to PR pathway. So yeah, I'm all excited, and I will be updating you more information through my channel. So in case if you have any concern regarding this program, you can always let me know. And yes, if you are waiting, just have a little more patience. Try to contact IRCC via web form. These are the few steps I can suggest you. Either contact your local MP to get the updates. Now remember, they are not going to expedite your processing, but yes, they can update you whatsoever is going on. Sometimes it is very difficult to get hold of IRCC customer support. Like you can be on hold for maybe like 2 hours or 3 hours, and everybody is working these days, right? So we understand that. So it's advisable to either contact your local MP or add your concerns right to your visa officer via web form, and attach all the documents whatever you can during the process. If your job is changing, or your status is now married or blessed with a kid or things like that, just keep updating it through web form. It's not guaranteed that the visa officer would not ask you for the same set of documents again, but yes, your file is getting updated. Some of the visa officers diligently looks into that, and they would evaluate your application based upon whatever the additional documents you have submitted throughout the process. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, I hope this video has been a little helpful to you, and in case it does, don't forget to subscribe. This keeps me motivated and build my stamina a little high. With all the work around me, I still managed to upload the video for 10 to 12 minutes. So yeah, take care and stay safe, guys. Bye.